Hey guys, so this video is going to be very different, or really I should say these videos are going to be very different because these videos are not necessarily made for you. But I'm posting them here because I think that through this process I'm about to go through that some of you, maybe a lot of you, might get something from this as well. So I'm going to be talking to the camera as if I'm talking to myself in the future. I'm talking to myself because I am about to go on a personal journey, what originally started out as a writer's retreat, but I think is going to become something much larger than that I think will very much impact my life. And I want to document all this, and I want to make these videos to remind myself who I've been, who I am, and where I plan to be. And that's what this is. So here we go. This is the switch now to talking to me. All right, Corey. So here we are. It is 4th of July, 2021, and you are about to go on a writer's retreat / personal getaway where you are going to be 110% of yourself. You would be 100% of yourself, but you're a very complex individual, and I feel like there's an extra 10% in there we need to figure out. Everything is good. Everything is great. This is you right now. You are literally the best you've ever been. You're an amazing father, a great husband, and you have everything you want in life. And I think the reason that this journey we're going to go on isn't just a writer's getaway is because I think there's always room for growth. And I think if we stop growing, if we stop exploring who we are inside, we're never we'll get stuck in time. And I think that's where you've had problems in the past, is you didn't allow yourself to grow. You just kind of got stuck in one spot. So who have I been? Who have I been? A million people. That's who I've been. I've been a million people. I had an interesting childhood, as you know, Corey, and been crazy, strange, wild, great, all these things, and also a lot of sadness in your childhood, which I'm not going to get into. And then you found yourself through one trip that really just said, this is who you're supposed to be. You are meant to be a creative person. You want to do good in the world. You have always tried really hard to do good in the world. And sometimes the world just doesn't understand what that is. And sometimes the world judges you for it. And the world has hurt you more times than you'd like to admit. And the world still hurts you. And it sucks. And this is one of your character flaws, is that you wear your heart on your sleeve and you're just, You've had a hard time picking up the camera lately because you feel like you have let the world down. You have very much been afraid of putting yourself out there because of judgment, because the world is changing around you, because you stop focusing so much on the world and you focus so much more on yourself that you wanted to grow on the inside. But there's got to be a healthy balance of focusing on who you are on the inside so you can grow, and understanding the world around you so that you fit into the world you're growing into. That probably makes sense to me. I don't know. Maybe not. But over the last year, you have done amazing things. You just got through the pandemic. There were a lot of people who had a really rough time through the pandemic. You, Corey, you started this pandemic scared. You were scared that something bad was going to happen. You had anxiety. Your panic attacks started to come back a little bit. You were just so worried that the world was just going to end. But rather than letting all of that get to you, you just said, you know what? Crush it. And you said, focus on what is beautiful and amazing in life and what is worth living for and what is worth being brave and amazing for. And you held your family. And you also held your heart, and you took the time during the pandemic to say, I am going to be ultra creative and take this time to learn new things. And you have. You have learned amazing things. You learned that you are talented in more areas than just whatever you're talented in. I don't even, you're a very talented individual, Corey. You could never stay in one spot long enough to go anywhere straight massive with it. You've just been, you're like a creative butterfly that just, you start to build a success, and then you start to build a success, but you never stay in one spot long enough to build the building of success. And you, this whole thing that we're about to do right now, this trip that we're leaving on tomorrow, we're doing it for a week from Monday to Friday. This is so you can just release all of that inner creativity that you've been dying to release. You're going to write all the songs. You're going to write all the stories. You're just going to create. You're going to sleep when you want to sleep. You're going to eat what you want to eat. You're going to do whatever you want to do, which is probably just create the whole time. And knowing you, the time's going to fly, and you're going to come out with it like with a million things. But what I'm hoping for with all of this is that you come out of it finding what you want the most. Like, of all these things that you're creative at, of all these different amazing talents you have, which one do you want to focus on so you can finally just do that thing? Still dabble a little bit with the other things, but focus on one thing. The reason you've got to do this, Corey, is because, look, you're turning 40. Okay, you're not old. First of all, for a while I was struggling because I thought, hey, I'm getting older. Like, dude, I'm gonna die soon. I'm not gonna die soon. You're just being dumb. You're not going through a midlife crisis either. I feel like a midlife crisis is for somebody who doesn't know who they are or where they're going. You know who you are. You're a creative. You can't just say you're a YouTuber. You can't say you're a game developer or an animator or a music artist. You're a creative. You're an artist. That's who you are. So this midlife crisis thing, it's not. It's literally just you growing. This is a growth trip. That's what this is. And I hope that by the end of this thing here, you find who you are and where you want to be, and that you excel in that area so that you can show your children just what it truly means to do what you love to do. You've already done that, really. I mean, even if you don't come out of this with a million stories or any songs or anything at all, I just, Corey, I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to enjoy your company. I want you to love who you are. You already, right now, I love who I am. I love who I was. I've made a ton of mistakes. I'm not saying I was a perfect person, and I'm not saying I loved everything I've ever done. Trust me, there's one thing I've done. I've done a ton of mistakes. But this whole thing goes back to that thing that was on your Aunt Linda's fridge. That little cartoon that said, to become old and wise, you must first be young and stupid. And you've made so many mistakes in your life. You are a freaking wizard. You're a wizard. And you're still making mistakes. And you will continue to make mistakes. And those are okay. So, Corey, this is the first day of the rest of your life. This is a fresh start for you. And I want these videos here to be the reminder to find yourself, to never stop looking, to never stop growing. I'm not necessarily trying to do this trip to change our life. It's just a reminder. I'm going to let go of the guilt of leaving my family for a week to go do this thing. I have to let it go because I need time to reconnect. Still going to call the kids every night because I'll miss them like crazy. And the place you're going is amazing. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I've seen pictures. Kristen booked this. But it's this cabin. This beautiful cabin sitting like on top of this mountain in Oklahoma, of all places. There's a mountain in Oklahoma, and we're going to be on it. It's surrounded by trees and this beautiful river that just kind of flows around, and there's cliffs and it's just... I'm excited. So I hope you write. I hope you truly enjoy this experience you're about to have. And I hope you don't let people get to you. I hope you don't let the negativity of the world around you rent space in your head. You need to let it go. Because again, one of your biggest flaws is that you let other people impact you. You let other people who don't know the layers of you dictate your life because you're afraid of the way you'll make them feel. When you know deep down everything that you're doing is for a good cause. You're a good person. Anyway, this probably sounds totally weird to the rest of you out there. I honestly forgot you were watching. But again, if you guys get anything from this, great. If not, that's totally cool. But this is a message to me. So, anyway, Corey, I will see you tomorrow at the cabin. Goodbye.